Jetzt geht es aber weiter mit 2 TikTok-Slots. Den ersten werden Senior Product Marketing Manager TikTok Europe Israel Joe Wan und Creator Solutions Lead TikTok Dach NNL Sebastian Holder bekleiden, die euch über, das haben sie mir gerade im Background nochmal erzählt, über das bahnbrechende Produkt Branded Mission erzählen werden, einen Weg zu finden, um Creator mit Brands zu verbinden. Also Applaus und the stage is yours.
Okay, hello DMEXCO, how are we doing? So my name is Joe, I'm the Product Marketing Manager for Europe and Israel for TikTok, and I lead Branded Mission, our latest innovation on connecting brands and creators on TikTok. Now I can't help but think that the last time we had DMEXCO live in person was 3 years ago, back in 2019. Seems like a long time ago, but I think between then and now, we've done a lot of work at TikTok to focus on growing our platform, our creators, through creativity. And I want to just gauge everyone's knowledge of TikTok around this stage right now. So I know you're all great at audience participation. Hopefully you still think it's long overdue. But if you wouldn't mind standing up very, very briefly, I've got 3 quick questions. Please, if you could all just get on your feet.
Yep.
And there's a small prize for you. Okay, right. I love the energy. Sit down if you have never heard of TikTok. Okay, you're the best people at the conference. Sit down if you do not have TikTok downloaded on your phone. Okay, final question. Sit down if you do not know what FYP stands for. Ooh, interesting, okay. So those who have stood up, I'm going to find someone from the front row to tell me what FYP... Oh, okay, lots of people sitting down. You in the front. What does FYP stand for? For You page, yes, excellent. Right, it's For You page. Okay, thank you, you can sit down now, thank you so much. The point is that if we were here 3 years ago, back in 2019, I think a lot of folks would have sat down straight away. And we've come a long, long way since 2019. And today, we're really happy to share a new product innovation that generates a new way for brands and creators to connect and grow together. Before I begin, I do want to introduce you to my friend, Sebastian.
Hi everyone, I'm Sebastian and representing the Creator Solutions team here today at DMEXCO. And like Joe said, it's at the heart of everything we do is creativity and creators, right? And our mission is to empower brands and creators to work successfully with one another. And what a time it is to work in creator marketing. A couple of sessions before we heard about predictions for next year. After this session, we have our colleague Katrin on stage, talking with Jonas and Shirley, 2 amazing creators, right? But why is that actually? Why are we still talking about creators? Why are we talking with creators about their success? The success of some brands were incredibly successful when working with creators. And to uncover this truth, we have to ask a fundamental question. So what is the real value of creators? What is it? Is it their creativity, their content, or maybe their reach? And you're not completely done with participation, so I'm also going to ask for a quick sign of hand. You don't have to get up. But who thinks the real value of creators is their creativity? Okay, see a couple of people. Who thinks it's the content that they produce? Okay, not that many people. And who thinks it's their reach, actually? The reach of their profile? Almost no one. Interesting. Also have to say, I'm sorry, it was a trick question. It's none of the above, but as a little, to make it up for you, we have one more cap that somebody can get from the audience. Almost. But we have somebody who's interested, right? So let me tell you, it's something deeper. It's something more human that is the real value of creators. Because they create a sense of belonging. And this might sound abstract, but I'm going to give you a personal example. So like probably a lot of you I started a COVID hobby, something new. I started to play tennis. I'm a tennis guy now. And thanks to the amazing content craft of TikTok, my For You page is full of tennis videos. And the last 2 years I've been training a lot. I've been switching from a two-handed backhand to a one-handed backhand, but still, it's really bad. I just don't get it, right? And there's one guy I'm following, he's the same. He's still, his backhand is just bad, right? So if I watch him hitting the ball out, hitting the ball in the net, out again, I feel connected. I feel a sense of belonging because it's something I know. And the sense of belonging is not the only fundamental, basic human emotional need creators fulfill. They also help us form our identity, right? They form our identity by not denying our differences, but by celebrating them. They help us with intimacy, because they connect the like-minded and the unlike-minded people. They give us a sense of safety. There's a safe space in the online community where we can show up however we are, and they help us feed into the curiosity that we might have, right? Breaking out of our echo chambers. Imagine you're 12 years old, 14 years old, living in a little village, and you see the amazing world that creators can show you, right? Everything that is out there. And of course, creation. And creation can be a little comment under a post, but also posting your own video. And when brands and creators work together, also brands can feed into those basic emotional needs and build long-lasting connections with their audience, with their customer. So brands should never be afraid of losing control to a creator. They should be afraid to lose the human touch, right? Because the human touch and brand fame is ultimately human first. And they achieve that by 3 inherent characteristics. One is their authenticity. When they show up on TikTok, they're authentic. And this forms trust with their community, and again, sparks participation. And those 3 key elements are also the secret sauce, let's be the magic sauce for successful collaborations from brands and creators. So in this age where everything is so much about the human connection, I highly encourage everyone, right, to leverage, in my opinion, the best marketing asset out there, creators, and really start to democratize creativity. That's also something that shows the numbers. So we compared content from brand creator collaborations with generic ads on TikTok. We saw a massive uplift in favorability, recommendations, and intent. So it's all about authenticity, participation, and trust, right? But there's, from my side, one last question, because we're at the commerce stage. So how can brands actually scale authenticity? How can they scale something so intangible like trust and scale participation?
Thank you, Seb. So it's a great question. We're here to answer it today. We can start by thinking about some common industry challenges that we all face in the room. We've all faced creative fatigue on our ad campaigns or our clients' ad campaigns. We've also faced the struggle to tap into creative that we can scale effectively. It's hard enough work driving and creating good content, but scaling it and replicating success, that's really difficult. And we know that, and we acknowledge that. And the third thing is, much like Seb watching his tennis coach on TikTok, we want content that's relatable, that we feel is real, and resonates with us, otherwise known as authenticity. And these are common challenges in the market today that we are all acutely aware of. And we think at TikTok we found a good solution that helps solve these challenges, and that is brand admission. This is our groundbreaking new innovation from TikTok ads that redefines how brands and creators work together and grow together. And it does this by placing brand admission at the very heart of a virtuous ecosystem between the brands, the creators, and the platform TikTok itself. For brands, we offer them a new way to access creators at scale and tap into that authentic production. For our creators, we offer the chance to grow their profiles, to work with the brands they want to work with, that they self-select to. And along the way, we reward their efforts with free traffic and free video views on their content, as well as cash payment directly from TikTok to the creators. And for TikTok, the platform, this creates a whole host of opportunities. More video creation of a higher quality, more engagements, and more opportunities for brands and creators to work together in the future as well. So today I want to talk to you about how this is an industry-first 3-in-1 solution. Number one, we're solving for creative fatigue and the challenge of scaling good work. Advertisers can now tap into and crowdsource authentic content from our creator community. Number two is that we're giving our advertisers direct control over how the campaign looks and feels. They can set the brief themselves, they can choose the campaign requirements, they can even, and we want them to, be able to go into the videos, review them themselves, and take a look at the ones that they think are working best, performing best, and look the best, and feel the best, and they can boost that content from an organic piece of content into a sponsored content or branded ad. Now finally, we're taking all that rich and authentic and real content, and we're driving it on the FYP, the For You page, with guaranteed impressions. So we're scaling that authenticity across the platform. And in tandem, we're working with our creators, rewarding them with free traffic, video views, and cash payments. But let's see how this looks in practice. Right, so we've been developing brand admission for the past 12 months. We've tested it across 15 markets worldwide, and there's one thing that has stood out to me throughout all that time, and that's consistency. The consistency of delivering good, strong, impactful results for our advertisers. Over 90% of our test campaigns demonstrated a statistically significant uplift in at least one upper funnel brand metric. Could be brand awareness, ad recall, brand preference, brand affinity. But we were able to deliver and over-deliver on their objectives time and time again, proving the product can drive brand fame for them. And in parallel to this, we've been empowering and growing our creator community. Of the creators who participated in a mission campaign, where a brand or advertiser chose their video for boosting, these creators, on average, gained 40% new followers to their fan base and their profiles. That's on top of their free video views and on top of the cash payments we make directly to the creators. This is how the new virtuous ecosystem between brands and creators works. So how have some brands leveraged brand admission already in all those testings? Well, firstly, Hugo Boss. I'd be remiss to not start with a German case study because we're in Cologne. Now, Hugo Boss came to us earlier this year with a big challenge. And that challenge was, how can we use authentic TikTok sounds and trends to reach their audience and engage the community? Now, we know that brands often have some level of high control over their creativity. And Seb put it perfectly earlier, right? You shouldn't fear losing control of your creative. You should fear losing the human touch. And that's a really poignant position to take. And secondly, we also know that brands care for brand safety, and crowdsourcing content is a scary concept, and it's a new concept. But with brand admission, every single piece of UGC-created, user-generated content is vetted 4 times by humans and by AI machine learning to ensure that before the brand gets to choose which video to boost, it's already brand safe and brand suitable. So with that, Hugo Boss said, let's test brand admission. They set out a brief for creators to put on some Hugo Boss attire, if they had any, to dance to the track that they had custom made, and join on the trend. And we saw some really, really positive results. We saw 17% lift in video views. Now that means 17% more video views than our benchmark data was predicting. So the content was landing, it was traveling, it was scaling across the platform. Now the second thing is, we saw a 21% uplift in ad recall. So not only was the content traveling and performing well, it was leaving a long-lasting impression, a significant one, on the community. We helped them reach the people they wanted to reach through authentic content at scale. Now another advertiser came to us with a similar challenge, and that was ASOS. Now they're a UK online-only direct-to-consumer e-commerce brand. And they came to us last October, and they said, how can we cut through the noise during one of the noisiest marketing moments in the calendar? And that was Halloween 2021. So we said to them, I think brand admission is the product for you. So we tested it. They asked the creator community to shoot themselves on video with before and after shots of their makeup, of their costumes and outfits, and post it to the brand admission. Super simple transitions. Everyone knows a transition on TikTok. They're native and it works. So it's a great concept to start from. And again, the results were truly, truly astonishing. We saw a 200% incremental lift in brand engagement. That's likes, shares, comments, views. This content was working. It was resonating with our community. Not only that, we saw a 3x growth on brand awareness and ad recall compared to Kantar benchmarks for the apparel sector. What that means is ASOS were able to deliver brand impact 3 times more impactful than the Kantar benchmark for that sector across Europe. Huge, huge results, only achievable through authentic creation at scale on our platform. So we believe that brand admission has reshaped how brands and creators can work together and grow together. We've democratized creativity. We've given brands uncharted access to our creators, and in return, we're rewarding them more and more for their efforts. And they're growing their profiles with our advertisers too. And we're just getting started. We're happy to announce that actually, as of next week, brand admission will be launching live in Germany. So we are really looking forward to seeing your briefs, your ideas, your creativity on how you bring this to life in your market. And I really hope DMEXCO invites us back next year, and we can be stood here again, sharing success stories from you and your campaigns. But until then, thank you for having us.